What is going on, guys? My name is Travos, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys kind of a speech text that I wrote for English because of like mindset stuff that we've been doing, and I don't know, it's just a lot of inspirational type stuff, but then also like just certain little intricacies of what you should believe or like certain things about how things work and how to really view it in a more productive way. And a lot of this stuff will feel really natural, but if you don't really take the time to understand it fully and cognitively and be able to understand the reasoning behind it, then like you're really not, if you don't have that, then you're really not like understanding it to its fullest amount that you can take advantage of. And that's why I'm going to be sharing this with you guys, because I shaped it in kind of a way that I could share it with you guys, and sometimes because of that it skips between topics pretty fast, but hopefully that's not bothersome. uh, but yeah, I want to do a lot more of this stuff in the future, but Ghosts is and has been for quite a long time. It's been done. It's a terrible game, and I'm really looking forward to Advanced Warfare. And this is kind of like an introduction to Advanced Warfare almost, and kind of like with these mindset ideas and everything that I'm going to be sharing with you. It's almost like how to go into Advanced Warfare with a better mindset, or really anything in your life. But I figured that because Advanced Warfare is coming out tonight, I should share it now. It's really relevant to do so. So without further ado, after this 2-minute long intro, I will start the speech. One of the most inspiring things to me is the concept that willpower overrides genetics. Genetic differences make up a very small percentage of successes in our world. It's so small that it might as well be negligible. It doesn't matter. Genetics provide a background for you to place everything else onto. All backgrounds are different, but the end product doesn't care what kind of background you have. Because of this, anyone can find success. It only requires the effort and overall decision to be successful. All successes take time to accomplish. The decision to take the time to do so is yours to make. In a race, it doesn't matter how far you start from the finish, it only matters that you eventually get there. So, with genetics being the point that you start at, if you have good genes, make sure you do not waste them. If you don't have great genes, other people have risen up from disability, so-called disability, and so can you. Stand up to the challenge and create your success against all odds. Take advantage of others' feelings of complacency with their genetics and use yours as a motivation to work harder than they ever will and surpass them. If you don't have a real disability, then there are no excuses. There's a Persian proverb that says, "I cursed the fact that I had no shoes until I saw the man who had no feet." Even if you have a disability, though, you can conquer it. Perseverance and your mindset to be able to achieve are very important. Look at the human species from an outside alien perspective. By definition, if you, as a human, cannot find the will to achieve, then in fact you are a genetic failure. Prove that you're not a failure. It's not what you have that creates your successes, but it's what you are willing to create. In other words, it did not matter from that perspective what anyone had, but what outcome would be created. The starting point means nothing if you don't make the decision to move from it. That goes both ways with advantages or disadvantages. Either way, you need to make a decision to move, and it's your fault if you don't make that decision. Most of what you might envy in others, they spent immense amounts of time to create that for themselves. You just have yet to make that decision to spend the time yourself. If time isn't really the issue for you, and it's just that it's a specifically hard task for you to accomplish, just remember that as long as it is possible to be done, then it is possible for you to do. Most people think that people who have a lot of money are successful, but that skips by a very important fact to notice. Money does not make the success. Success makes the money. It's the order that matters. Just because someone has money doesn't make them successful. Successful people will earn money. Earn money. The only successes worth having are the ones that require time and effort to create. Think about a child, always inspired to learn and do things. They even pick up on language without any help. How is this possible? They haven't learned the biases that culture gives them. They aren't afraid of failure. How can it even be failing? They're learning. Most of us now get the idea that if we fail, then we just aren't cut out for what we're trying to achieve and we give up. But children have no reason to understand that. They're children. They're supposed to learn. They're supposed to fail, and we nurture them to do so again and again and again until they get it. We don't do this when we're older very often anymore. There are a few instances, like in sports, where large amounts of repetition during failure is still strongly valued. But even with sports, we still don't view it the same way that we would with a child. That sense of care and an overall nurturing environment is no longer there. That's why developing groups of friends who believe what we believe is so important to us, because that's what friends are. People who believe what we believe, developing a closer bond between them and us. When the environment is nurturing you, then you feel much more secure and feel much more able to make the decisions that you want to make. These friendships are hard to come by, though. To make friends, you have to be a friend, so to make secure and nurturing friendships, you have to be secure and nurturing. Imagine the aspects of childlike wonder, determination, and biasless nature. Take all that pureness and try to implement that into yourself. Allow yourself to simply recognize where decisions need to be made in the things you care about and make them. Just that simple decision will propel you to be able to do things more productively, efficiently, and almost effortlessly. So yeah, that was the speech text. That was what I wrote. Slightly edited for YouTube, but yeah, that's it. I don't know what else to say. I guess I hope you guys got something out of it, since obviously if you're hearing this right now, you spent the time to listen to it all. I don't know what gameplay I'm gonna put there. Hopefully that was entertaining, but hopefully this speech, like what I was actually saying, is the main part that you took as entertaining or useful or anything like that. That's what I hope for, at least. But yeah, if that is the case, then leave a like. If that was not the case, then still leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Other than this, I seriously don't know what else to talk about. I'm really excited for Advanced Warfare. Just tonight. So close. Okay. I'm kind of done now. Yeah, it looks like this video is over, so goodbye.